Yo, what's up, YouTube? This your guy Farmer Al back with another episode. February 2023. I hope all y'all doing good. But me, I'm extremely bored. That's what it is. I'm ready to get something planted in the ground. You know how I get. But I planted some sweet peas last week. We got rain for a week straight. Unfortunately, my garden is like quicksand out there. I can't do nothing with it. But in the meantime, what I am gonna do is go ahead and get these plants started on the inside. Uh, yeah, you can always start your seedlings in trays, and when it warm up, go ahead and move them outside. Just go ahead and plan your garden, make your plans. You want to go ahead and amend your soil, pull all your plants, everything dead, disease plants, get them out of there. Amend your soil, add your nutrients, do a pH test, see what you got to do. Uh, yeah. So with that being said, let me show you what I got going on. I got my seed trays, all that good old stuff. I got my soil, been amended. It's ready to go. I got more soil at the back door. So, my sweet peas, right here. I I can get these started. Just keep wetting it. Put some water in the jar, fill it up, put it in a dark, hot place, and they'll sprout. Uh, but I don't feel like doing that right now. So I'm gonna wait till next week, probably another week and a half, and plant these directly in the ground. So that'll give me time to get my soil right again. Soil and a trellis. Sweet peas will need a trellis. They like cool weather. And I'm gonna plant these 8 inches apart. Now, this hand-packed mustard. A lot of people like to direct sow their hand-packed mustard. I did too, but when the rain come like it did now, it washes everything away and all of that. So, and then when I broadcast it, they be too close. You know what I'm saying? The plants don't get big like they supposed to. So I'm gonna plant one mustard seed per tray. I probably do 1,000 of them if I can, if I got enough soil. Uh, because the mustard seeds will actually get real big, guys. The mustard, your kale plants, what we call mustard, salad, kale, all that good old stuff. Them plants actually get 2 feet tall, 2 feet wide. Yep, a leaf. They get the same size as the collard leaf if you let it grow that way, and they still be nice and tender. You know what I'm saying? They don't be bitter and all that because people broadcast them too close together. Uh, one winter, I had, just let a collard, not a collard, but a salad, not a salad, a hand packed variety stay in the ground, and it kept growing over the winter. I was like, wow, the leaves kept getting bigger, kept getting bigger, kept getting bigger. And I bought it in the house. My mom was like, well, a collard leaf. I'm like, no, that's salad. She's like, salad get that big? I'm like, yeah. So I did another experiment where I put a couple seeds in a big pot, and it got really really big. So therefore, when you plant, I'm gonna plant mine probably 18 to 2 feet apart. Since the leaves get 18 to 24 inches long, I mean the plant get 18 to 24 inches tall, and the leaves get 20 to 24 inches wide on the kale plant. So therefore, I'm gonna plant these probably about 2 feet apart, and I get more seeds. I get more plants if I go ahead and start them in seed trays, get them established, versus broadcasting them. And then when you broadcast them, you got to go back and kill the baby plants. You got to thin them out. I don't like to kill no baby plants. No, I like all life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like that method neither. You know, who want to buy the seeds, how they are, broadcast them, and then go back and cut out the real small ones that you don't need. No, buddy. So I found a better way. So what else? So let me go ahead and tell y'all what y'all need to get started. Uh, Wintertime, we need. Okay, it's like this. Let me see. I got my cabbage collards. They get real big too. Got them. Got my broccoli. Go ahead and start them on the inside. You know, they get 4 months to grow. So you can go ahead and start them early. We still 6 to 8, 10 weeks out the frost. I mean, I'm 8 to 10 weeks out the frost. So, you know, they got my mustard greens. Here go my butter crunch lettuce. I got to get some more. So if you planting on the inside like me, this week you want to go ahead and plant your broccoli, your cabbage, your cauliflower, your tomatoes, and your peppers. Yep, because those take the longest. Those tomatoes, we already know they take 5 months. So bell peppers next to the longest. We want to go ahead and get them started. So when springtime comes, we can go ahead and move them out. You know, they can go ahead and you can have a jump start on everybody else. Let me see. The broccoli, that take a long time. Cauliflower take a long time. You know, you can also plant your potatoes. I got some potato sprouts in the kitchen. I'm gonna go ahead and get them out there. The last week of February, probably in a couple weeks, I got to get my ground ready first, and that's why I'm also got these trays so I can have the plants already established. So by the time I get the ground ready, I can just go ahead and move them over versus waiting to get the ground ready and then planting the seed. I'll be lost for time. So I'm gonna try these these garden peas again next week. I got some carrots up here, some black nebula carrots that I want to try. You know, I heard they were real antioxidant packed. You know, lettuce. You see, I got my lettuce down there. You know, rutabagas, radishes, turnips, your mustard greens, all, you know, little cool type stuff. Spanish, bok choy, all that good old stuff, you know. I'm trying to think. I don't grow everything, y'all. I just grow certain things. But, you know, so I got these black strawberry tomatoes. I got several types of peppers. So, you know, let's see how it goes. And what else I got to talk about? That's about it. The further apart you plant your plants, the bigger they get. You know, you don't want to crowd them too much. So let me go ahead and get started, guys. See what I mean, y'all? Extremely wet. So where the truck got stuck when the man dropped off the hay. That was last week. Yeah, it rained one day then. Oh my dad on too. Get my move. Oh, dang. Quicksand. My dad gonna have my shoe done went in the mud. Momo, you alright? Hey, boy. Get him some more hay. See, this hay dry. Hey, they just come out here every 30 minutes or so. Like you're laying on that, boy. I don't want them to waste too much. Yeah, your real thumb. Yeah, thought don't bite me. He getting big. On straight grass and hay. All natural. No corn. He ate corn a couple times, but no, I don't want no corn. It's messed up. Unless I grow it myself. But yeah, like I said, it was extremely wet. Let me show you the road that I created. As you can see, that's a sweet pea right there. Look at another one. Now washed up. This whole road right here. Bird poop. It's too wet for me to work right now, so I'm gonna have to wait another week. This is the road I till. The rain come mess me up, and that's why I put my seeds in trays first and then plant so they can already be established versus dropping a row of seeds and then the rain do this and I'm messed up. Got to start over. We use all natural out here. No chemical fertilizers or nothing like that. Just straight good earth compost. You know, take a little time to make, but it's worth it in the end. You see how them vegetables sprout, and then you ain't gotta worry about no harmful side effects from the food that's supposed to be healthy that you eat. Time for a soil re-up. I have a couple doctors I grow for, so I'm gonna get more in tune and more serious this year because it's about 5 of them that want my services. So it's gonna be family, friends, and doctors. You know, so I got about 30 people to feed. So everybody can make a difference. All right, y'all. As you can see, I got my pots filled up, but I ran out of pots. So let's run outside and get some more pots right quick. All right, guys, I ran out of little round pots. As you can see, the next ones that I got are half a gallon and 1 gallon pots. But no, that's a little too much. So I just went and grabbed a couple more of these trays. So I'm gonna just go ahead and drop 1 seed per plant. 1 seed per container. My soil already pre-moistened, so we ain't got to worry about that. Just take 1 seed. Drop it in there.
That's it.
Yep, that's it, cuz. Cover it up. I'm gonna go back and sprinkle a little light layer of soil back over
You
it.
didn't put it down there for me.
Nope, just barely on the top. Yep. That's all we do. See? Versus sprinkling seeds everywhere. And then as the plant grow, you got to go back and kill the plant because it's too close to the other one. No, we ain't doing that over here. Just a little more time consuming, but we get a lot more for our monies. A lot more for our monies. Y'all gotta excuse my cousin.
Hello.
He amazed by this process. You know how them guys are. And he a produce man, works at produce.
Always interested in learning.
Yep.
I like this process though. I want to do it one day.
That's right, cuz.
Do it one day.
So I just go back
You better tell them, cuz
and
we're
sprinkle.
all gonna be growing our own food one day, peoples.
Yep. A light layer.
Getting the most out of your, just get the most out of your vegetables and your body and shit. I think that's always a good thing.
Just go. Cover that. Cover that. Just cover it lightly. Make sure I get it. Because once you water it, you know, it might have a tendency to ride back to the top. So this soil is light and fluffy. This is that peat moss mixture of garden soil. Not garden soil, but potting soil. That garden soil chunks be too big and my seedlings can't grow. But these have small wood chips in it. And they got some special seed starting soil that's like sawdust, but that's too fine for me. So now I'm gonna get my labels so I can label these. It's bell peppers. I've been I forgot thinking they tomatoes or something. So, and these are Scotch bonnet peppers. And I seen they were $4 for one Scotch bonnet pepper in the grocery store. So therefore, I'm gonna grow my own. And I'm also starting early so I can clone stuff. Like those bell peppers right there, I got some rooting hormone. When they get certain number of arms, after I pluck them, top them, after the third layer, and they sprout that Y that go like that, I'm gonna snatch one of them Ys off, put it in the rooting hormone, and that's gonna be me another pepper plant. You can also do that with tomatoes. All the suckers that grow in between, when they get long enough, just stick them straight in the ground, and that's a whole nother tomato plant. You can do that with several varieties, you know, to increase your harvest size. Now that I got all them peppers out the way, next I would like to plant my broccoli since it's gonna take the longest. I'm planting my broccoli, and then I'm planting my cabbage collards. And next, we got carrots and tomatoes.
And fruit. I can do raw dog smoothies.
All right.
Do that first, but you know.
Okay. All right. So I got my trays right here, and I'm about to plant these broccolis because they're gonna take the longest. Next, I'm gonna get some. I guess I get those half-gallon trays, guys. Those half-gallon pots. I ain't want to. And go ahead and put my tomatoes down because you know it's just time, and we don't want to miss that window of opportunity.
Told motherfuckers broccoli has seeds. I've been trying to tell niggas that for years that broccoli.
Got the trays filled. Now I'm about to take one broccoli seed, or maybe 2, 3, in each one of them. And I can always pull them apart later when I transplant. All right. I got around 250 seeds in these trays right here. Probably got about 5, 6 in each cell. When they grow, I'll transplant them. You want to plant your broccoli 18 inches apart, in rows 18 inches apart. So, or 18 by 10 inches apart if you're bunching them up. You know, if you're doing like square foot gardening or whatever, you know, you're trying to save space, you can bunch them closer together. Cause they don't get that wide, they just get tall. They probably get about a foot wide, so you can put them a foot. You know, that'd be good. Yeah.
So, but a steak every now and then ain't bad, right?
No. Nope.
I don't put too much, A1 sauce on the shit on there like that.
No. So next, y'all, we got these cabbage carts I'm gonna put down. You know, get them down, we gonna be good. I'm gonna go ahead and get my trays and stuff together.
Get them in our job, nigga, them shit sell out. Nigga coming out by whole boxes and shit.
Next, we got cabbage collards. Like I said, these are one of my highest sellers. So I'm gonna plant 1 seed per plant. And I plant these approximately 24 inches apart, y'all. These leaves get 24 to 36 inches. They get big. And they get around 24 inches to 36 inches wide. Big leaves. They cook really, really fast. These are not like the Georgia collards that take hours and hours to cook. These are a cross between cabbage and collards, actually. And they taste delicious. So let me go ahead and get these seed trays ready. I just found the bell pepper. So what I'm gonna do is cut the seeds out and plant these too. You can also reuse vegetables. Any vegetables that you have with seeds in it, you can reuse them too. Yep, that's one of the best ways of recycling. Look at all them peppers, y'all. Each one of them is a pepper plant. And each one of them plants will produce 5 or more peppers. A lot of pepper plants. So I'm gonna sit these over here to the side. See? You get more in one bulb than you do a whole pack. See what I'm saying? So don't slack, y'all. Alright, y'all. Now these cabbage collards, they take 30, 45 days. But see what I do, once they get established and it start heating up real good, I make compost tea. Y'all know how to make compost tea? Take your fertilizer, your grass clippings, your fruit clippings and all that, banana peels, manure. Make sure the manure is dry and fully bacterialized, been in the sun for 2 or 3 months or whatever if you're using chicken manure. You know what I'm saying? Cow manure, couple weeks, because it don't contain a lot of bacteria. It go through their stomach 4 times versus a horse or a chicken is highly nitrogenous. You can't add chicken manure to a crop once it drop because it'll burn it. Cows, you can. It's different. Make that compost tea. Take that water for 3 days. Let it sit up. Take all your grass clippings, drain it out. You don't have to if you don't want to. Add that to your plants twice a week. Your daggone leaves get so big, y'all, and pretty. I'm telling you. You know, so all your grass clippings, all your fruit, vegetable scraps that you like bell peppers and your collard greens, save all them stems and all that. Throw it in that water. When that water turns green or brown, 3 days, it's ready. You know.
Yeah, yes, man. said, you got some in the back? Wait, Miss Van. I said, yes, ma'am. They said, oh, I said, let me get a box. They
What?
don't say let me get like one or two. Let me get a box.
What, they want a box of cabbage collard?
Box of cabbage collard, like 17 coming out. Like
That's how they do me too, man. $22 a box. 17 coming there. 17 pounds.
Yep. No, 17 bunches.
Bunches, that's a pound, a bunch.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's how many coming in. They add up $22 and like 45 cents. I got the price in mind.
All right.
Yeah,
I was selling $20 boxes.
that's
Okay.
a good thing though. Every cent, boy, that's every box, nigga. We gonna be kicking up.
All right. So I was gonna put one seed per pack, y'all, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it like I did the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and put 3, 4, 5 seeds of however many drop, because I can go back and thin them out. I can pull them out and transplant them separately, you know. So yeah, save me some time versus planting 10 trays of these, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and make 10 trays of these in one tray. Yep. Like I said, the soil is already amended and everything. So, you know. Oh, and you can do microgreen trays just like this, guys. You can do microgreen trays just like this. Just take the trays out, fill it with soil, add your seeds, and when they sprout, there you go. Sell them. You can do sproutings like that and everything. So, you know. And each tray like this sell for $15, $15 to $20, $25, I believe. It depends on what type of microgreen it is. Now this might be too much right there. I just want to make sure got seeds in every cell. Some of them might sprout, some of them might not. I might get a 60 to 80% germination rate. Might not be 100, you know. So I think that is enough. So what I do is shake my tray, shake everything leveled out, with our air pockets out and everything like that. Then I just go back with a extra layer on top, just to cover the seeds lightly. And I'm gonna mist it, keep the soil moist. You know, mist it with a water bottle, you good. So you won't leach out too many nutrients also. Yep. And you want to do that twice, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. You just don't want to let it dry out, you know, because your seeds are dry. You know, keep them in a humid place, lots of light. Or you can add a bag, take a bag and add over it. You know, sit in a nice sunny spot. In a week or so, you'll have sprouts. Sometimes it takes less than a week. All right, guys, I had to go get some more trays. Like I was saying, you can take these trays right here and put your microgreens in it. Fill it with soil. Drop your seeds in there. Once them seeds sprout, you got your microgreens, you got your sprouts. You know, they are healthy, they're delicious. They're like 10 times more healthy than the full-grown plant at the baby stage like that, the microgreen and the sprouts. So you can sell that $15, $25 depending on what variety it is. You know, just keep it in a warm place, plenty of light, moisture, you good. All right, y'all. Do y'all remember them bell peppers? Those are the California Wonder variety that I just pulled. You know, those are the most common varieties. You can get 20, 30 bell peppers off of one plant. Yeah, 20, 30 bell peppers off one plant. Man, I seen one dude, man, I know he got 50 bell peppers off one California variety plant. I don't know his name. I was looking up on YouTube, and that's the variety I chose to grow. I grew some last year. They best grown in pots for me. So that's what I'm going to do. For my bell peppers and my bell peppers and my tomatoes, I'm going to grow mine in pots. But you can plant your onions in the ground right now. All bulbs, your onions, your leeks, your, what's the name of them things? Your onions, your leeks, your scallions, and all that good old stuff. You can go ahead and plant them bulbs in the ground now while it's cool, and they'll go ahead and sprout. Yeah. So let me go ahead and fill this up. Plant those seeds. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I ain't had to buy none. Go ahead and plant them California Wonder variety. And let's see what else we can plant, guys. Like I said, I don't fill it up too far. I fill it up about 3/4 of the way. Then I pack it down, fill it up a little bit more, and then add my seeds, and then add another layer and tamp it down. And I missed it. You know, I don't add the soil with the cup and all that, you know, because it has a tendency of shifting around and everything. I do the light mist. Light misting works best for me. And then it don't leach the nutrients out of the soil with all that excess moisture. All that excess moisture will cause your nutrients to leach out faster, but you want your nutrients to stay in there. You want the water slow. It's best to water slow. You can take 45 minutes to water that pot versus 5 minutes. You know, you want to do it slow. Make sure all the soil soak up the ample amount of moisture that it needs. If not, that's how some soil like that be drying out so fast. So, you know, all the air pockets don't receive moisture. The water just goes straight down, and it don't soak up the amount that it need to. So just keep that in mind also. Yep. Eggs, chickens. Matter of fact, that's what I want to holler at y'all about. I've been seeing the rave that chickens haven't been laying since October, and it's due to the feed. Well, I don't have that problem. We don't have that problem on our farm because we free range all year round. I don't buy feed. If God provide natural feed for birds that fly through the sky, you know, they peck. I've been watching birds. They peck the ground, and chickens eat the same thing they eat. So my chickens, they healthy, pretty eggs, yolks, orange, grade double A. That mean they stand really, really high. They might be triple A. I got to check again. And I get eggs daily. The only time I don't get eggs is during mulch. During molt. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I've been seeing people talking about we ain't getting no eggs due to the feed and feed costs going up, and my eggs been $3 for the past 8-9 years. So they're gonna continue to stay $3 because I don't buy food for them, and that don't affect me. They eat the natural. They got 2 acres to roam out here. You all seen how they run around and eat. You know, they love that pile over there, that pile of pine trees. You know, they love going up under those pine leaves and scratching and finding those bugs and seeds or whatever else they find. And then I give them scraps too. My veggie scraps, you know, my food scraps. They like that. They like Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? They like all that good old stuff. Yeah, I give it to them if I don't eat it. So, you know, that help them turn that scrap into eggs. And what they don't eat, get turned into compost, like peelings. They don't eat no potato peelings and stuff like that, but they will take it, scratch it into the ground, you know, peg it, break it up, and it turns back into dirt. So, you can't beat that. But, like I said, God provide for us on our farm naturally. Look around, find your resources, and use them, you know. So that's all we got to do. Us younger people, listen, y'all, it's real serious out here. Everybody gonna learn how to need to grow. Because I just looked at a pack of cookies and it said the cookies are made with bioengineering. The crackers are made with bioengineering. If y'all don't know what that is, look it up. But on the farm, we want everything to stay natural, even down to the bread we eat. So if I even got to be like the Amish, where I grow my own wheat that is not a GMO variety and harvest the shaft and grind it down and make my own flour and cornmeal like my grandfather taught me, yeah, I got to do it. Cause that's how I growed up. I knew I had an old soul, and I felt like I was from another century for some reason. I'm like, I don't supposed to be in this century. I need to be in the 13th, 14th century, running around with the Gothic vampire people or something. You know what I'm saying? I always felt different. And I see why, cause I was raised different. I was raised right here on this farm with my granddaddy till I was like 10. Then I moved to the city. Uh, so I ain't know nothing about no grocery store, guys. Everything that we produce, down to the sausages and chickens that we ate, we got off the farm. My granddaddy had a smokehouse. I'm planning on building one of them where I hang my own meat. You know, he had a chopping block where he chopped the tree off and had the chickens up there. We used to have chicken and pastry and fried chicken. We slaughtered the hogs. He made crackings, aka skins, the skins that y'all love to eat in the bag and stuff. We made them, bagged it up, and sold it to people, just like the sausage. We sold to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So that's what we trying to get back to. We had our own well. The well's still over there where I pump water out of the ground. That's the best, coldest water. You know what I'm saying? Might be a little rusty. You got to pump that rust off, but till this day, that's the most natural. They'll tell you that it's not because sewage and all of that. No, it's because they want to continue killing us and having us rely on them. And they take you away from the farm, and you get another man providing your food. They controlling you. Cause what you got to do? Go work 175 hours just to be able to feed your family. Look at the price of the food going up for these peppers and I went in the store. It was $3 in one store for one corn on the cob ear. Then I went to another store. It's $3.50 for three of them. And then come on now, I can't. Who? Start a co-op, grow our own vegetables, and start trading amongst ourselves. We can do it. God with us. And then with the excess that we grow, guys, you know what we can do? We can can it. We can can it. We can freeze it. And we can dry it. If we get a dehydrator. Mm-hmm. Yep. Squash, they best cooked, then frozen. If you ever notice, you chop some squash up and you go ahead and freeze them, and then you thaw them out, it turn into mush, and you can't cook them because all the water come out. That's why certain vegetables you got to do like that. You got to go ahead and cook them first and then freeze them. You know, collard greens and stuff like that, they good. Broccoli, you can freeze them, they good. Cauliflower, peas and carrots and stuff like that, they good. But certain vegetables that hold a lot of water, you're gonna have to cook them first and then freeze them. Try the squash. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, little secret. All right, y'all. I got over 100 seeds from that bell pepper. That's a 48 cell tray, and I got about 60 in there. And we got another pile of seeds. So that's over 100 seeds out of that one bell pepper. More than what they give you out of a pack. So be diligent. Always remember to recycle, guys. And that bell pepper, it starts off as green, and as it matures, it turns to orange, and then it turns red, the last stage. The red is the sweetest stage. Bell peppers do taste different. I was looking at some show, and the guys talking about all bell peppers taste the same. Well, cheesesteak show, they cooking cheesesteak. I was like, no, they don't. You know what I'm saying? I can bite it and tell you what it is. The green ones are immature. They bitter. And as the color change, you'll taste the subtle difference in taste. You just don't like to cover the soil. And lightly cover the seed. And use a mister instead of heavy waterer. It's much better. Make sure your soil is light and airy so the seed can push through. You don't want a compact soil. You don't want to compact it. You want to remain light and airy so your seeds and everything can breathe. Now they see a couple seeds and they're not covered up. That's what I'm doing, just sprinkling dirt on top of them. Then go ahead. See how some of them seeds came back to the top. Now she leveled out. I want to make sure because I got one seed in some of them trays. I want to make sure they covered good because I don't want to lose it. Take your time. Do it right. And you'll be good. Let me label these. Now, if you don't have a lot of land, like me, you live in an apartment, you got limited land space, you can still do this. This is what you do. You don't want to plant that many, but go ahead, plant now. And when April 15th get here, your frost break, transfer them to a big pot. 1 plant per pot. 1 plant per pot. Cabbage plant, mustard plant, tomato plant, broccoli plant, whatever. 1 plant per 5-gallon pot. And it'll work wonders. You can get, all year, you can get collard leaves. Just break off the bottom ones, let the top grow. And you do the same thing with your broccoli. Chop the head off, and it'll produce side heads. And you can move that in the shade, and it'll continue to produce all year. And that's another thing about pots. You can move them in the shade and continue to produce certain vegetables. So that's a plus. Alright, y'all, I got about another minute or two for my phone cut off on recording time. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish planting these and everything. I hope y'all doing good out there. Everybody's safe from that Arctic blast and all that. Hopefully we have a great 2023. Got some stuff planned for you. I'm gonna get the area over there ready for the party. You know, I got a fire pit coming up. I can show you how to build out of bricks. We can cut the woods down in the back, a couple acres, and we're gonna take the logs, turn them into fence posts, and we're gonna turn them into huts. You know, like log cabins in the middle of the woods. Yeah. So y'all be safe. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good old stuff. And I will see y'all later. And we about to get this little project done and hang out the rest of the day, I guess. Peace out.